I know. Just jump right in. Just jump right in, right? Okay, here we go. Bananas, mayonnaise, dukes, and white bread. Here we go. You ready? Okay. Oh. Mm. Mm. I'm tasting the bananas. Hi, this is Rick from the Fundamental Home, and guess what I'm going to make? First time I've ever done it. Are you ready? A banana sandwich. Yeah. True story, okay? Once upon a time, I was watching a show on TV, and they were talking about all the different things that a bunch of different celebrities used to like to eat. And one of the things that they talked about, it was banana sandwiches, deep fried banana sandwiches. And you know who ate those? Elvis Presley, okay? He ate apparently deep fried banana sandwiches, something like that. This was years ago in Maryland, and I heard that and I thought, you know what? My stomach's kind of empty, and that sounds pretty good. So I went into the kitchen. Man, we did not have anything. We didn't have the bananas or anything like that. But what we did have were all the makings of a grilled cheese. And so we had the cheese, we had the bread, and I thought, okay, I'll deep fry a grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, sounds like a winner. And I've never heard of that before, but I thought it would turn out like a little cheese melted biscuit. I thought that sounds pretty good. That's what I want. So I started to begin to make the grilled cheese, and then I got the oil ready on the pan, or in the pan. And I'll be honest with you, I had never fried anything before. It was the first time in my entire adult life that I had ever tried to fry something. I had boiled things before. I had boiled water, and I know when you boil water, it bubbles. But when you boil oil, it just stays flat. But I didn't know that. The burner was on high. I mean, that burner was red hot. And I'm waiting for it to start bubbling so I could drop the sandwich into the oil. Nothing. But I'm thinking to myself, it's got to be hot enough. That burner is red hot. So I thought, well, surely it's hot enough to get started. So you know what I did? Took my little sandwich and I dropped it into that oil. And I tell you what, the biggest flame I had ever seen in my life shot up out of that pan. I mean, it was huge. Scared me to death. I jumped back and started trying to go like this, and the flame went out quick, but it was kind of smoky, and I learned something. Grease might pop like this when you have something in it, but when you don't have anything in it, it just stays flat. Be careful when you're trying to deep fry something. And I pulled that sandwich out, and it was as black as a piece of charcoal. I mean, I wasn't going to have a deep fried grilled cheese sandwich that night. I've never had one ever in my life. But, and I don't think I'm going to revisit that idea. But the idea of a banana sandwich, deep fried, what Elvis used to eat, apparently. Never had that. And I've kind of tucked that in the back of my mind for years and years and years. And anyway, skipping. So we've been in North Carolina now for 10 years. And I've heard people mention, off and on, in the past 10 years, that they eat banana sandwiches. You know, not everybody, of course, but people here and there, and it's come up in my mind, and I'm reminded of hearing this thing of Elvis years ago in Maryland, and now we're here in North Carolina, and I'm hearing it. People apparently eat this thing called a banana sandwich. And just the other day, I was talking to a guy I work with, and he brought up that when he was a kid, now he's in his 30s now, mid-30s, but he said when he was a kid, he grew up eating these things called banana sandwiches. And I thought, well, okay, finally, I've got to know. What do you do? I mean, how do you make a banana sandwich? What do you need? I mean, obviously bananas, but what else, right? So I'll tell you what you need. Bananas, of course, and I do recommend ripe bananas. Although I have never made this before and I'm going to try it for the first time in front of you in just a few moments, it's just obvious that you buy green bananas so they can ripen, but you eat ripe bananas, okay? You want really ripe bananas if you're making a banana pudding or banana bread. And I've never made a sandwich like this before, but it just stands to reason that you would want ripe bananas. Now these are pretty ripe. They have a little green in them, but there's a lot of yellow. The yellow is definitely winning. It's beating the green, okay? So get yourself some ripe bananas. It is a sandwich after all, so you're going to need some bread. Okay, and I was looking at what bread we had in the house, and I'm going to make the sandwich exactly how he said he made his. And he said you need white bread, okay? If I'm eating a sandwich like turkey or something like that, I usually like to eat honey wheat. Now, if you have wheat or if you have rye or something like that, and that's what you really like, fine, have that. But I'm going to make it like he made it, or how he used to make it, and he said use white bread, so that's what I'm using. Bananas, white bread, and now you need something to spread on the bread, okay? So, let me see. So, what you use, and I looked online and there's a lot of variations of the banana sandwich. Some people use peanut butter, and they put peanut butter on a slice of bread, and then on the other slice they put something else like mayonnaise or something. I'm going to make this sandwich like my friend made his sandwich, and I'm going to try that. This is the way I'm making it. There might be other ways to make a banana sandwich. Make it your way, but I'm going to make it his way, okay? And I'll tell you what, he said we live in the South now, and down here you use Dukes. That's what folks use in North Carolina. If you're somebody in North Carolina, you use Dukes mayonnaise, or mayonnaise, or mayo, or something like that. However you say it, it's a Dukes, right? And then, well, I'll tell you this. Growing up in Maryland, my mom always bought Hellmann's. So if you prefer Hellmann's, use Hellmann's. I have a mother-in-law who prefers Miracle Whip. So if you have that, use that, or something like that. On some days I prefer Miracle Whip. On other days I might prefer some Hellmann's. Product placement, Hellmann's. But today I'm making it exactly like my friend made it. And how did he make it? Dukes. So what we got here? We got ripe bananas, we got Dukes mayonnaise, and we got what kind of bread? White bread, okay? 3 ingredients. Okay, so here we go. Never done this before. First time, but not too hard. Get your bunch of bananas. Now I'm thinking 1 sandwich, 1 banana. That's what I'm thinking, okay? So I'm going to take the ripest one. Let me see. The one back here. One back here looks good. It's got what you call sugar spots on it and stuff. And those are the ones that I like. My family, when they eat a banana, they like it almost perfect, I think. I think most of them do. I usually like it when they're a little spotty and bruised. I think they're sweeter. They're like a donut, almost. Nature's donut, okay? So get yourself a ripe banana. We're making 1 sandwich. All right, not sandwiches, sandwich. I've never done this before. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. We're making 1, okay? Okay, got your banana. Now, I asked him a question, my friend. I said, okay, all right, I might try this thing that the Southerners call a banana sandwich, but how do you cut the banana? Because, maybe it's obvious, but it wasn't obvious to me. I'm thinking you cut the banana and you lay it on a sandwich. The bread is like this. Do you cut it like this and have it long on the sandwich on the bread, like 2 long strips? He said no. Now this might be obvious to some, but it was not obvious to me. You cut it like this, like little quarters, like that. Not like this, like that. Now I think it's a preference thing. You can cut it any way you want, but again, I'm gonna do it the way my friend does it. So let's peel our banana. Okay, well there it is, and we're just gonna cut it kind of like a, I don't know, little quarters, I think. Just like that. Just little quarters. Oh, I lost one. Da-da-dum. Now I do not think I'm going to use all this for one sandwich, but I'm going to cut it anyway and see how it goes. Now this one will just stay to the side. I think that'll be good. Yep. So I've got one banana in several pieces. You see? See that? Just like a bunch of little quarters. And I don't know how much I'll need for a sandwich. I'll discover that in a moment when I put it on the bread. But I guess you just line them up like this on a piece of bread, like, you know, flat. And yeah. It's going to be interesting. Mayonnaise and bananas. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So let me get another plate. This one will be for the sandwich. Okay. Now, if this turns out to be tasty, it is a frugal meal. It's part of a meal. I don't think it'll be the whole thing. And I'm not sure if it's a lunch or a breakfast or what. That I don't know. Bananas are something I would have like as a snack or maybe with breakfast. But when you throw mayonnaise in it and things, Miracle Whip and such, then I'm starting to think lunch. So I don't know exactly when you would have a sandwich like this. But you would definitely eat it with something because you would want some other things to go with it. This is, it would be a good friend to some other kind of food in a good meal, I think. It'd be a friend to the meal. Okay, so I got my white bread. Okay, boom. 2 slices of white bread. Like I said, you can use any bread that you want. You can use a bagel. I don't care. You can use a biscuit. Whatever you want to do. But I'm doing it like who? My friend said to do it. And again, I've got the Miracle Whip, which my mother-in-law likes. I've got the Hellmann's, which I grew up with. And a lot of people like Hellmann's, right? But here in the South, everyone likes the Dukes. Okay? Now we're almost out of this. I'm glad we have enough for this sandwich. So I'm going to get a little bit, as much as I can, for a slice of bread. Oh, you see that? Whoa. Okay, I'll bring it up to you. There you go. You know how to, do you know how to spread it on a slice of bread? This is how you do it. You just, now usually, I like a lot of mayo on a sandwich. I'm one of those guys. I like to put it on both slices of bread, and then I like to have a big glob on my plate, and that's my dipping sauce. Dipping sauce. There you go. And if I have like a turkey sandwich or something, I will make it up with a lot of mayo, and then I will take a bite and I'll smear it in that dipping sauce, that little glob of mayo that I have on the plate. That's how I usually do it. Bananas and mayo, I don't know if that mixes. So I am going to spread it thin. Thin. I don't know if you can see that. Thin. I'm going to put it on both slices of bread though. Because I figure if you're going to go, you might as well go all the way. So I am going to put it on both slices of bread. So I'll surely taste the mayonnaise with the bananas. Now I will say, although I'm not going to do it, you could probably get away with putting salt and pepper or something like that on the sandwich, because I usually do that when I'm making sandwiches. I'm not going to do that again because my friend said not to do it, but he never did it. So, but if you're making it at home and you like salt and pepper, go for salt and pepper, but I'm not sure if it works. So I've got my 2 slices. Both of them have a thin layer of Duke's mayonnaise. And then I have my banana all sliced up in little quarters. And I'm not sure how many I'm going to need for the sandwich. Maybe a couple dollars worth. You know what I mean? Just, you'll see. So here we go. I'm just using my hands since it's my own sandwich. If you were making it for somebody else, maybe use a fork, but there you go. There's 1. There's 2. Now this is exactly how my friend said to do it. Lay them flat, right on the bread with mayonnaise. Boom. 3, 4. We're up to $1 worth of banana quarters. 1. Da-da-dee. Da-dum-da-dum. Ooh, and they're all about the same size. Oh my. I just don't know how this will go. Yeah, that's enough. And this I'll save for sandwich number 2, I guess. Somebody might want it. You see what we have here. Oh, there it is. You see that? 2 slices of white bread, mayonnaise, Duke's mayonnaise on both slices, a banana, 1 banana sliced up in quarter sizes, and we've got about $2.50 of banana quarters here, and laid flat on the bread. I'm going to take this slice. You know how to make a sandwich. And we're going to cover the bananas. Okay? And this is North Carolina. How does it taste? I don't know. Right now I'm thinking, I know how white bread tastes. I know how mayonnaise tastes. I know how bananas taste. But my mind is flip-flopping and I'm thinking, together, how is this going to taste? I need a clean knife. Okay? I'm a guy who, when he eats a sandwich, he likes it in triangles. Okay? I'm one of those guys. I'm a triangle eater. All the time. Okay. Let me see if I can break this up. Okay. They're in triangles. Alright, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Rick, you're stalling. Yes, I might be. I might be. Here it goes. You ready? Bum, bum, bum. You hear the drum roll? Give me a drum roll. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. That's a lot of mayonnaise. Let me try this one. I want something with more banana. Woo. Okay, maybe this, maybe the side of this one. I know. Just jump right in. Just jump right in, right? Okay, here we go. Bananas, mayonnaise, Dukes, and white bread. Here we go. You ready? Okay. Oh. I'm tasting the bananas. And the Dukes. The mayonnaise is definitely there. You know what? I'm not going to say I love it. But it is better than I thought it would be. I like hot things, so I don't know if toasting the bread would make a difference. But maybe this is the way to go. Soft, because bananas are soft. It's definitely not as bad as I thought. I can see why people eat these. Now I do know that there are different ways to make them. If you had peanut butter on it, that would definitely add to the flavor. But bananas and mayonnaise actually go together better than I thought. So, thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on my mood. But today, I'll give it a thumbs up. I will. I'll give it a thumbs up. For a first time, not bad. Thumbs up. So there you go. A banana sandwich.
Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
What are you even doing?
It's Brianna.
What are you doing?
It's Brianna.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Say hi to the people.
What are you doing?
It's Brianna.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
We're making sandwiches.